You're about to see a world where the human body meets human ingenuity, where precision and patience collide to heal what's broken. This is the art and science of surgical suturing, the invisible thread that stitches life back together. Every stitch is a story of control, of understanding the delicate balance between too much and too little. It's not just about closing a wound, it's about guiding the body toward healing. This is where science becomes a silent partner in the healing process. Every movement, every loop, every knot is calculated. A silent language of medicine spoken only by those who understand the body's needs. And at the heart of it all is a simple yet profound truth. The most advanced technology can't replace the human touch, the skill, and the knowledge that goes into every stitch. So what exactly are we talking about? Suturing is more than just tying a knot. It's a precise method of joining tissues, ensuring they heal properly and function as they should. At its core, a suture is a small, strong thread used to close wounds or surgical incisions. It's designed to hold tissues together while the body repairs itself. There are different types of sutures, like absorbable and non-absorbable, each with their own purpose. Absorbable sutures dissolve over time, while non-absorbable ones are removed later. The way the suture is tied also matters. A simple knot or a more complex technique can affect how well the wound closes and how the tissue heals. From the operating room to the battlefield, suturing is a critical skill. It's not just about closing a wound, it's about supporting the body's natural healing process. You might think suturing is just a nurse's job, but it's actually a science that affects your health, your safety, and even your future. Every stitch you see in a hospital is part of a bigger system that prevents infections, speeds up healing, and reduces scarring. Even if you never need surgery, understanding suturing helps you make informed decisions about your health and care. Suturing isn't just about closing a wound. It's about the science of healing, and that science affects everyone. Surgical suturing has roots in ancient civilizations, where primitive techniques were used to close wounds and prevent infection. The earliest known suturing tools were needles made from bone or shell, often used with plant fibers or animal sinew. By the time of Hippocrates in ancient Greece, surgical techniques were more refined, and the practice of using threads to close wounds became more systematic. These early methods laid the foundation for modern surgical practices. The Renaissance brought a surge in anatomical knowledge, and with it, more advanced suturing techniques. Surgeons began to document their procedures, which helped standardize methods and improve patient outcomes. The 19th century saw the introduction of sterilization and antiseptic practices, which dramatically reduced infection rates. Alongside these developments, new suture materials like catgut and silk became widely used in surgery. Today, surgical suturing is a highly specialized field with a vast array of materials and techniques. From absorbable threads to barbed sutures, modern surgery continues to evolve with science and innovation. Imagine you're putting together a puzzle, but instead of pieces, you're using tiny threads. These threads help skin grow back together, like magic glue for your body. Each stitch is like a tiny bridge, helping the skin stay together while it heals. It's like building a road that only disappears once the road is done. These threads are strong, but they're also made to dissolve or be taken out, so your body doesn't have to carry them forever. Suturing isn't just about closing a cut. It's about helping your body heal the right way, so you can go back to running, jumping, and playing like nothing happened. It's like the body has a secret superhero team. Stitches are their way of saying, "We've got this." Before the first stitch is ever placed, the surgical team must prepare the operating room and the patient. This includes sterilizing the environment, donning full protective gear, and ensuring the patient is properly positioned and anesthetized. The surgeon then inspects the surgical site, identifying the wound and any underlying structures. This is a critical step to avoid damaging vital tissues and to plan the best approach for closure. Next, the surgeon selects the appropriate suture material and needle based on the tissue type. wound depth, and desired outcome. This decision ensures optimal healing and minimal scarring. The needle is then loaded into the holder, and the suture material is cut to the required length. This step requires precision to ensure the suture is the right size and the needle is securely fastened. Finally, the surgeon checks the instruments and the patient's position one last time before beginning the closure. This final confirmation ensures everything is ready for the next step in the procedure. Once the needle is in place, the surgeon begins the crucial step of threading the suture material through the tissue. This process requires precise control and steady hands to ensure the suture lies flat and secure. The suture is guided through the tissue by the needle, creating a path that will later be tied off to hold the wound together. This step is critical for maintaining the integrity of the closure. As the suture is pulled through, the surgeon must maintain tension to prevent the tissue from shifting. This ensures the final knot will be secure and the wound will heal properly. Once the suture is in place, the surgeon begins the process of tying off the knot, ensuring it is tight enough to hold the tissue, but not so tight as to restrict blood flow or cause damage. Each knot is tied with care, following specific surgical techniques to ensure the suture remains in place during the healing process and reduces the risk of complications. Now we reach the clever twist that makes the suture secure and self-retaining. The surgeon carefully twists the needle through the tissue, creating a loop that locks the suture in place. This twist is not random. It's a precise motion that ensures the suture holds strong and prevents it from slipping out of the wound. The twist also allows for better control over the suture's tension, which is crucial for healing and minimizing scarring. This step is where the science of suturing becomes art. Precision meets purpose, and the stitch becomes a reliable partner in the body's recovery. At the heart of suturing lies a precise interplay of forces and materials. The tension applied to each stitch is calculated to balance wound closure with minimal tissue trauma. Biocompatible sutures are designed to integrate with the body, either dissolving over time or being absorbed by the immune system without causing adverse reactions. Tissue healing is a dynamic process, and the suture acts as a scaffold, guiding the body's natural repair mechanisms while minimizing scarring. Innovation in suture science continues to evolve, from bioabsorbable materials to smart sutures that respond to biological signals, pushing the boundaries of wound healing. Imagine a road being built with perfectly aligned bricks, each one fitting snugly into the next. This is how a surgeon approaches a wound, methodical, precise, and focused on long-term stability. If the bricks were laid carelessly, the road would crack under pressure. Similarly, a poorly placed stitch can lead to wound dehiscence, where the skin splits open again. Each stitch is like a brick. Small, but when combined, they form a strong, durable structure that supports the body's natural healing process. This analogy isn't just clever. It's scientifically sound. Just as engineers design for strength and durability, surgeons design their sutures for tension, alignment, and long-term integrity. So next time you see a surgical wound, remember, it's not just a scar in the making. It's a masterpiece of microscopic engineering, built one stitch at a time. Before you go, if you enjoyed this, please give it a like, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And tell us in the comments what you'd like us to make next. We read every single one. Thank you so much for watching. Comment this emoji if you made it to the end.